Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Zielonka Hard Mode, episode 111. We are just on the cusp of making a bunch of money. We just got to get through December, and then we're going to sell all these wood chips and probably buy a bakery or maybe the bakery and cart all the flour over to it. And then we'll set it to distributing, and then we won't have to worry about that. And then we can maybe, if we're lucky, get to work on sugar beets so that we can start producing cakes and whatnot. We've got a dairy, we've got butter, we've got oil if we need it. And then eventually the plan is to go for potato processing, but I think we're closer to bakery items than we are to potato harvesting setup and planting and all of that stuff. So we're going to do that first. It is early morning December. Well, early morning for December. 8 a.m. The sun has just come up. And we need to get to work. So the first thing we want to do is check on everything. These guys can get fertilized, but we can do that next month. We've got time on those guys. In fact, we've got time on just about everything except the cows. Well, the goats are good on food. And that's right, we have goats. The chickens could use a little bit of care. And the water buffalo definitely needs some work. I mean, just a mix. We'll start with the buffalo. And we'll get the mixer empty and out. And then we'll work towards the next thing. I plan on December being a rather short month, although I think we do need to sell something. So let's take a look at our sales sheet. December, canola oil, we've got a bunch. And that is it. Okay, so we got to sell the canola oil as well. But we're going to get our mix on first. Now, you've probably seen a billion mixes by now, but now we're on to almost all square bales. So that'll be interesting. The hay, well, I guess not really. We're getting close though. So we'll grab this hay. I had talked about switching to a Merlot, but I think buying a telehandler just for loading and just for loading flour, which we're not even going to be doing for long because we have that bakery plan, is just wrong. It's the wrong answer, Bob. So we will figure it out with the stuff we have. It's definitely going to be a forklift for more loading things. The next things we need to load. So 3 of those, 2 of those, and 1 of these, and we are almost done. I think I will make more silage next time. I think we're going to be going through that the most. I think I can probably even put another silage bale in, although if I don't have to, I probably shouldn't. How are we looking? It's still going. We're at 100%, so that's what really matters. So we will get on to this, and then finally we can load up Oh, no spare capacity. Okay. Well, that's fine. That is just fine. While I'm thinking of it, before I forget, I want to get that conveyor set up back in place before it snows. I know I have a snow plow. Last time we bought this snowblower, tractor mounted snowblower, but I'd rather not have to use it if I don't. And of course, I had to set things up in just the oddest positions. Like maybe that'll work. I'll stick that all the way out. I think it's as low as it gets, though. Okay, that says start filling, so I think we are set. I did adjust those so that they were providing a little bit more leeway on this end. I'm not going to bother trying to fill it. We can make minute adjustments in January. But we do need to get that little bitty Kubota back down. That is going to be a bit of a drive. Alright, we're here to get... I got the Kubota back. And we just got to pull the trailer out and get it set up. Hopefully there's not too much. Hopefully all the canola comes out first is what I mean to say. Alright, we're getting on this. Here we go. Wow, Erlengrat is so much more. It's $100 each, basically. So we are actually going to go rent the train. The train should only cost us like 40 bucks or whatever anyway. We are going to go rent the train and... Oh man, then I have to unload all this stuff onto the train. Ah. You know what? It's not worth it. I have to bring a tool down and everything. It's fine. I'd rather sell it to locals anyway. So, potato processing plant. Yep. Here we are at the potato processing plant again. And this tractor barely handles this much. 62,000. So we lost 6,000 on my unwillingness to unload the trailer onto the train. Which I guess is fine. While we're thinking about it, that's not what I wanted. While we're thinking about it, let's go to the oil mill. Got plenty of sunflowers, but no canola oil. We might as well not pay $60 a month for that. See you back at the farm. Okay, we're back. We gotta go check on the chickens though. That's right. And I'm sure the goats are fine without even looking. Might as well move buffalo milk while we're thinking about it. While we're standing here. Well, we'll just leave that to fill in. While that's doing that, we'll not do anything because we don't need to. Alright, them chickens are alright. We're saving the flour for bakery. I think the bakery's about $3.50. We're going to try to impale ourselves on the bale spike, which was right at head height, I believe. Fire whoever left that sitting over here like this. It's unsafe. Alright. Right. On to January. That honey needs to be pulled and sold eventually. Not that it's worth much. Alright. January, here we are, and it's not snowing yet. But we gotta get this going. Be nice if we got that. We need to turn those guys on, or what? Okay, I think we actually got it now. So, with that going, we can now start thinking about anything else Okay, so do we build our own bakery or do we buy the bakery? Well, let's go to the bakery and find out. Is that the bakery? Right. So we would have to come out here and load up bread and whatnot and probably take it to the supermarket. And that costs 150,000 for that bakery. Now, if we build a bakery, that's tailor shop, dairy, spinnery, dairy. Okay, that bakery is 150 and that bakery is 150. So if we build ourselves a bakery, we don't have to come all the way out here. So where would we put the bakery? Would the bakery fit over there? Well, we were almost at 150, so soon we'll have it. We don't need to worry too much about filling it because we'll be distributing to it. Those bread and cakes. Right, we'll have to throw eggs into it though. As long as we have enough room to get through, I think we'll be fine. So now we're just sitting here waiting for the money to roll in. Because I don't think there's, I guess while we're waiting we can do another mix and yeah, we definitely need to do another mix anyway. But at 150, man, we definitely do need regular cows though, because I'm pretty sure milk is part of one of those recipes. I guess we actually don't have to do another mix, even. Which is fine. We actually are looping a little bit. I can't think of anything else we can do, so I'm just gonna wait for the money to be here. And then we'll work on other stuff. We're looking at making about 700 grand, give or take, for this. So I'll be back when there's stuff to buy. Well, that's enough to buy the bakery anyway, so we're gonna do that. I'm actually thinking maybe we put the bakery over by the flour mill, not because it's a bad spot there, but because I wanted to put another dairy there anyway. So we put the bakery over here somewhere. We can just kind of drive in and drive out, and it'll even be on the road. What if we put it like right here? Collides with player. Really? That was a perfect spot. Why can't I put it there? Overlaps with another object. What other object? What are we overlapping with? Huh. Weird. Now we gotta do the usual smoothing. How's that for smooth, huh? That's pretty smooth. Alright. Alright, so let's distribute this flour. It should distribute what's loaded in, although we may have to go through an hour to get it to do that. But in the meantime, we can go dump all of this in there, or as much as it'll take. Which seems to be all of it. Alright, so now let's look at what we've got going here with potential... What, the door? There's a door. I want to go in there and sit at the counter and eat stuff. Alright. What does bread take? Butter, eggs, and flour. Okay, so we need to get eggs to it. And we need to start distributing the butter. It should be around this side. Butter distributing. All right. Is there any butter in there? A little teeny bit. Okay, we need to get eggs, and then we use the little trailer though. Now, do we even need this trailer anymore? Probably not, but it's alright. We've actually got room for it now. We got rid of that Kuiko. So the next question is, do we buy the cow barn right now, if we can even get there? I think we can. I mean, after all the wood chips sell. Or forklift and other tools. And I can't think of many other tools I've been wanting except a forklift and a new tractor. So we could get a big old tractor. Or we could get the cow barn. I think we'll go with the cow barn, honestly. That'll get us regular milk. But we gotta go get some butter and eggs. And shut that guy off. I want that international, I really do. But if I buy it, that might be the difference between the cow barn and nothing. I mean, I might end up with just the international and no cow barn. So I guess I gotta wait. We are gonna want some sort of loading solution to sit over at the dairies. Well, we could get the secondary, which would be good, even if we don't have the cows, even if we don't have the cow barn, because we're already over on processing. Right, we could go get goat's milk, maybe. Let's have a look at the animals. Cow barn is full on food and already has 2,000 milk. The chickens are good. Yeah, the goats are going to be good for whenever. We got 3,000 liters of goat's milk. We need 2 more loading solutions. Or that Palfinger. We could get the Palfinger. You know, that thing's only 29,000, I think. Then we could pull it around, but it's just such a big trailer. Can I pick up a pallet of goat's milk? No, I could lift one of these. I know I could. But unfortunately, not allowed. Alright, we're going to go sell this buffalo milk. And then we're going to see if we can load up the goat milk into the tank instead of otherwise. I'll see you when we're back. Alright, well, here's the moment of truth, so to speak. Unfortunately, the answer is no. You cannot load goat milk out of the cans. So it's back to driving the telehandler all the way up there. Watching the money slowly spin up. We got 12K out of that buffalo milk, the raw buffalo milk that we sold. You know, we wouldn't install a cow barn today anyway. We'd want to harvest that field. Unless we put it in that field, which I don't really want to do. I think it would be better in that other one. We're going to have to go down and get goat milk regularly anyway, so probably want some solution down at this yard for that kind of thing. You know, I have no idea what I did with those silage bales. So weird. Yep. So do we need to make butter with this as well? I don't know how much butter we need. I don't know what the I don't know what the bottleneck is going to be on the bakery. Like, should I even bother making goat's butter? There's nothing strange in the neighborhood. There's nobody we need to call. What I'm not sure of is why we're not seeing the requirements. I mean, if I activate that, it says missing. Okay. But that's activated and doesn't say missing, so that we must not need milk. I swear in 22 it showed you all of the recipes and what went into them right there on the production. I didn't buy a boxed FS25, so I didn't get the production poster. But we are now, I think, out of things to do, although we're getting pretty close to affording another dairy. We could also branch out. Oh, we can afford another dairy. Is it really that important to have another dairy? I think it will be, but currently we're just a little bit over. So I don't think it's that important to have another dairy. A tailor shop. Let's see here. A rope maker takes, yeah, twine, cotton. Now this would be within our reach. The preserved food factory, and then we could get a couple more greenhouses, make kimchi and whatnot. 518 for the regular cow barn. I don't really fancy. We could get more chickens. We're producing enough stuff along those lines. Where would we put them though? I mean, we might as well just keep the current chickens. Well, we could kill off that. We could kill off that little field. We could get chickens here and run the eggs right into the bakery. That would be cool. We'd probably set them up like right about... What objects is it overlapping with? I did say if I got chickens I was going to take... if I got this chicken barn, I was going to spend more money on it than it says. Because it's just too much, it's too much chicken for... It's not priced right, is what I'm trying to say. be at least 120. But it's more likely that we spend the money on, well, more land would be another option as well. We could get 10, turn it into a grass field. We could get 48. And we could actually get all 3 of these fields, probably. Quite possibly one or both of those fields on top of it. I spent 150. We already had nearly 100, so we're looking at having around 600,000. 1, that'd be about 3, about 5, that'd be about 6. So we could get most of these fields. Producing more grain, more sunflower, more of everything. But given that our grass field can support more than we've got, maybe if we're lucky we'll be able to install the cow barn and pick up one of these fields. And then we can really put the dairy to the test. Alright, well, enough plotting. I think we will come back when we have the money, and then we'll really know. Kind of, maybe not for sure, but then we'll really know how much we have and what we can possibly do with it. So that thing is still just carting away for us. And we're just over halfway done. So I'll be back when this is actually done, or I think of something else to yammer about. Okay, 719,000 off that. We've got a remainder of 679 after hooking up the bakery. I just now realized that I should be getting this flour over, since it's the last bit of flour. So anyway, so we're gonna install the cows, but we gotta wait on that because we've got a crop in the field that I don't want to lose. So we got to get through to harvest March, I believe. Let's have a look. What is that in that field? Crop types. Barley. Got barley in that field. And barley June. We got to go to June to install cow barn in that field. We could install the cow barn in that other field, and I was planning on kind of getting rid of that field anyway. So that's not actually a huge deal or difference. So we'll have to go look at what that would look like, because there's going to be a heck of a, oh, what do you call it? Going to be a heck of a landscaping problem when we set the cow barn down. Doesn't have to be that close. But what would be good is having it in that field would be the lack of blockages and the ability to push it back a bit and make the yard easier to use. I've decided I shouldn't blow my money by replacing the current barn with a cheaper one, because that's just a waste of money. I'll get 400 something thousand back on it, and then I'll spend, so that'll be spending an extra, I think it's, no, I'll get 300 something thousand back, and it'll cost me an extra 200,000 to put it back, right back down again. Alright, so we shouldn't have to, all the flour for a while anyway is going to go into the bakery. And right, so we have this field here available right now for cows. So the question is, how do we arrange that? We look at cows. We go with that guy. Thing is big. In fact, it's just big enough to fit here. So if we put it, say, right there, I think it's gonna, let's see, we gotta get around here to this side to see. It's not gonna hurt much. It's definitely gonna cause some problems. The further back we go, the better we are. But I would kind of want it to be about right there. And then, so what happens, what's the deal with free mode? Alright, we're gonna save the game and turn auto saving off. And back this guy out and see what happens when we plant it there, and then I'll reload the game if we end up with it being totally messed up. Yeah, so yeah, see that? That's just scary. That's real scary right there. Oops. Well, let's see. If we come out to here, and we come all the way down to here, and we come over to here, and say here, and we go all the way up to about here, and we finish it off there. We plant the meadow. What does that do for us? Yeah, that's a bit of a problem right there. Alright, so let's reload the game. I'll be right back. Okay, I think rather than make you watch me go over it again and again, I think this is acceptable. We may have lost a little meadow grass and whatnot, but we've got a big old cow field. And no robot. And we can fit 148 cows in it. And if we go with, I think it's the Swiss. We go with, say, I should have gone the other way. Huh. We start with 50 full-grown cows. Or we start with 148 baby cows. It's going to be months, 10 months until 18 months until they're ready. So there's, I'd rather go with maybe 20 cows now, maybe 30 cows. Yeah, go with 30 Swiss cows to start with, and we'll buy more later. Leave us with a little bit of money. But I think we're going to take this as the win. Yep. Cows, water buffalo, goats, chickens. We've lost a lot of field. Actually, we need to do a little more painting just to get rid of all of that. So there's no random barley popping up. And yeah, we killed off the barley, but it doesn't matter. We've got 110,000 liters of flour in the mill, in the bakery right now. So then next time we have some money, we can put another dairy over here. Another one of these little dairies. Just like right there. Maybe. Maybe we'll do something else. In the meantime, yeah, we've lost some acreage in terms of field size, but in a couple of months we're going to sell all kinds of things. Oh wow, look at that. Ha! Nice. We got to get a mix in basically immediately. Get those cows fed. There's not that many of them, but we'll have more soon. 30 cows is enough to be starting with. And that's not any jankier than this. In fact, it's probably better. Okay. Oh, we gotta do some quick smoothing over here. Yeah, that ought to do it. We're gonna put something over here. Lots of room, maybe a shed. Let's get them this ration here. Go back and get some more. Of course, in the meantime, what the heck is that? Oh, that'll be solved when we close out of the game and start it again. Right, we gotta lose the pallet fork. Okay, well, I think that's about it. I mean, it was a pretty big day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.